This is the plaintiff, Kirby Gene Raymond. He says he brought his car to the defendants for repair, paid him more than half the final bill, and hasn't seen his car since. It's been well over a year, and the guy won't return his money or his car, for crying out loud. He doesn't know what type of scam the defendant's trying to pull, but the buck stops here and now. He wants his moolah, so he's suing for $5,000. This is the defendant, Lindsay Taylor. He says the plaintiff's car was in the back of his lot and there were 2 blizzards in a month which totally buried his and 20 other cars. It was virtually impossible to dig the cars out, and he told the plaintiff he would just have to be a little patient because this was an act of God. Besides, the timeline the plaintiff's trying to portray is downright false, and he's quite surprised that the guy's taking him to court since he stored his car free of charge when he lost his job. He's accused of taking too darn long. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,100 for storage fees.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff brought his car to the defendant's repair shop and says that his ride disappeared. But the defendant is saying that the car disappeared because of a blizzard. It was an act of God. It's the case of the snow job.
Thank you, Douglas. Kirby Gene Raymond, you are suing TS&A Automotive, represented here by Lindsay Taylor. You're the owner, correct?
Yes.
For $5,000 in damages that you say you have sustained as a result of their negligent workmanship on your car that they won't release. You have a counterclaim against them for $2,100 for storage. Okay, talk to me. What's going on?
Back in March 29th, I got sideswiped. I came outside one day and my car was just hit from the side. I brought it over to Al Totoro, who works his shop is side by side with Lindsay's shop. I've been going to this guy since 2004. So he's a really good guy. He fixed the car and everything like that. When I took the car back, started driving home, the car started knocking, the engine started knocking. I called Al, I said, what's wrong with the car? He says, what I'll do is I'll send Lindsay down there and see what's wrong with it for you. They came, helped me out, they were very gracious. He came, met me on the highway.
What kind of car is this?
It's an Audi A4.
What year?
It's 2005 and a half.
Okay.
So he came down, helped me out. He used his friend's tow truck company. I gave him $200, and they brought my car over to his shop. Now,
the $200 was just for the tow?
Just for the tow. So they brought my car over to his shop. Now he said that he didn't know what's wrong with the car, so I took it to the Audi dealership. They diagnosed the car. They called me back with the estimate and everything like that. They told me it would be $14,000 to fix the car.
Why so much?
The whole engine would have to be replaced because there's a timing chain in the back of the engine, and that snapped, and like the whole internals of the engine was just messed up. So you have to buy.
Is this from the accident?
No, it's not from the accident. No. It's completely unrelated.
And is the car worth fixing?
The car is worth fixing. I mean, the car was $39,000 brand new.
Yeah, but it's not brand new anymore.
It's not brand new anymore, but
so
to me,
what was the Blue Book value of the car?
At the time, it was about 21.
21.
Yeah. So, still worth fixing for me if I could get a good deal.
Right. And you weren't getting a good deal from Audi. They wanted to charge you $14,000.
Exactly.
And then you take it back to him and he says he's going to charge you what?
$5,600.
All right. And now, throughout the course of how many months were you paying him money towards getting this repair?
I gave him the original money for the parts, the $800 and $200 within 2 weeks. From each other.
Within 2 weeks you give him $1,000. How long did this repair take? How long has he had your car?
He told me that so far he's had the car for a year.
Who does this? Like, why would your car be 1 year at a place getting repaired? Before it turned sour, it had been there how long getting repaired?
About 8 months. Before.
Okay, but why so long? Because you didn't have the money to do it all at once?
No, absolutely not.
Is that why? Why would it take you 8 months to fix a car, much less a year? What's going on?
It wouldn't take 8 months. Man.
Okay.
He lost his job, and I was waiting on him.
Why?
Because we got to buy.
Because he was paying you piecemeal?
He's paying me piecemeal. We have to buy parts.
Well, how much money has he paid you so far?
He's coming with $3,000.
What have you done for the $3,000?
I bought the engine, the transmission, and the turbos.
And are those installed in the car?
No, ma'am.
So they're just sitting in your yard for 8 months?
They're sitting in my shop.
And yes, you agree that that's totally what you've paid him is $3,000. When did you finally put your foot down and say, "What the heck? I want my car back"?
Back in February, I went up there because after telling me he had so many excuses as to why my car wasn't ready.
What was he telling you?
The first excuse was that his shop was shut down by marshals because he wasn't up to code. He told me that he could only work on nights and weekends when the cops weren't around.
Did your shop get shut down for something?
Well, see, That's making me look bad.
Okay, but is it true?
So the guy leaves it there for 8 months, and he's saying it's not because I had money trouble. Does this sound like money trouble to you?
I think it completely sounds like money trouble. Why would you leave your car there for 8 months? You're gonna expect that anyway.
That's what I'm thinking. What do you think?
I completely agree with the lady right here that why leave a car if you don't have the money for it?
Yeah, I mean, and then possibly even rack up charges?
Absolutely. It'll cost you a ton of money to store your car anywhere for 8 months. So, absolutely.
The dude had money trouble.
Absolutely.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
We didn't get shut down.
Okay.
They came in on code and we had some stuff wrong, so they told us
Shut down.
we had to actually fix this stuff first.
Yeah, that's right. But you got to shut down or you can't be open. That's called being shut down. Were you allowed? Did you have to work nights and weekends so they wouldn't catch you?
Looks like that's our answer.
I have customers. I'm trying to make sure everybody's happy.
So the answer to my question is yes.
Yes.
Okay. And you think he's helping you to look bad as opposed to you doing it on your own. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay.
So that's part of the excuse. What else happens?
Okay, so back in July 24th, I bought a new car. So he claims I wasn't working. I bought a brand new car. And then in September, he told me that, he had family issues. So I gave him an extension again. He told me that, something happened with his stepfather. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Then there was the snowstorm issues. And he told me I'd have
snowstorms weren't until December.
Yeah, and he told me, I'm really fast forwarding right now.
I'm good. I appreciate it.
And now I'm getting agitated because I've been paying for the car, I've been paying the insurance, and I've asked him, "Can you?"
No, but you're not paying for storage. You're suing him because you feel like he should pay you for storage, right?
I'm suing him after the fact that I got sued.
Right. So I should just forget what you're suing him about?
So you're suing
because
for
it's just
spite.
anger? What do you mean? So you're counterclaiming against him $2,100 for storage. Because what?
For spite.
Because he's angry at you that you've had the car this long and haven't finished fixing it.
I had his car, and he lost his job. I told
When did you lose your job, by the way?
Absolutely false.
You didn't lose your job?
I do freelance, so I lose my job every week.
Okay.
So
what kind of freelance do you do?
I was working on TV shows.
Do what?
Production work and camera B work and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, you are suing for the $3,000 you gave him, because you say I haven't seen a benefit of it, and he admits it's not even in your car. You're suing for $1,599 an estimate for repairs. Tell me about that.
Okay, now we go up there, and my girlfriend and my cousin as a witness. Car smells like marijuana.
The car.
Okay, and I have pictures, and I have pictures here to show you the interior of the car, grease stains and everything. He told me that, when the car is fixed, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of that. Now there's also. And the first quadrant of pictures, that's from my insurance company. The next ones are the damage. There's cigarette burns in the seats. There's grease stains all over the interior.
Why would there
of the
be
car.
cigarette burns on the seats?
Because
do you smoke?
No, I never.
So somebody was getting in your car.
I've never smoked.
What do you think was going on?
I think either there was a homeless person sleeping in my car,
Okay.
or they were using it as a hot box, and
Meaning that there's smoking pot in there?
Yeah, it smelled like marijuana.
What is this a picture of? Just that your car was next to something like that?
No, they're just showing you that the bumper is like a little bit off. It doesn't show you like the color discoloration because it's a black car. It's very hard to show, but I tried to get it as good as possible.
He says that this car has been incredibly damaged on your lot.
Now, that
it was just pristine with body work that was completed next door right before this.
What day did you say your car went to?
Don't talk to him, talk to me.
I'm sorry. What day did he say his car went to the dealer?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Because I'm trying to get a plan on what he said.
Right, but what is it you're asking? I don't know what you're asking.
I'm trying to figure out how he could say that if the car was towed from the dealer to me, all right, and it was on a flatbed and he wasn't there to receive it, how does he know that damage came from me?
Well, I don't know. They had it 8 minutes and you had it 8 months or 12 months. So. I see where you're keeping it right next to all these like raw steel parts that are hanging out near there. And
raw steel part. That's a
like what's all this other junk? That's junk. That right there is junk.
I can't see it.
No, next to his Audi, and then this one. What's that? What piece is that that's next to it?
These are plastic bumpers, and that is old storage.
Yeah, it's a bunch of junk next to the guy's Audi, and he's got it scratched up, and he's angry because he says you're the one who scratched it up. You had it there a year, and it's in the back, thrown in the back there. It's not being tended to, and that you guys are scratching it up. And he says there's cigarette burns. How do the cigarette burns get there? Who's smoking pot in the car?
No one's smoking
Is it the
pot in
homeless?
the car.
Is it?
There is no homeless in that
There's no
car.
homeless.
There's no
Where do you get the
homeless
homeless
in that car.
idea? That's just a theory.
Hey,
That's a theory.
It's a theory.
Okay, ma'am, you have to realize, for me to have that car that long, and he never called the cops before, I must have been doing something, all right? And actually here that he went and spoke to someone in my shop when this is something.
What I don't understand is I asked you what you were doing, and your answer was nothing.
All I did was buy the parts.
That's it. You did not work on this car.
But
So why are you looking at me saying, for me to have it a year, it must have worked on it? Apparently not.
Because when I got the turbos, we actually opted to change the turbos to K04, K16s.
You know what? I think you're in over your head.
You think?
All right? You're going to have to do something with that used engine and used transmission that you haven't done in a year that you've had the car, because you're not going to put it in this guy's car. You're going to give him back the $3,000 that he paid you because you haven't done anything with the $3,000 that he paid you. You're going to give him back $1,000 for the damage that I see on the car and the cost of the tow to get it out of your place. That's $4,150. Verdict for the plaintiff. On your counterclaim for $2,100 in storage, you have got to be kidding me.
Let's see what the defendant has to add to his story out here in the hallway. You didn't look very good in front of the judge there.
No, I didn't.
That didn't go very well for you. How do you think you come off looking as the big automotive mechanic there?
I look as the bad guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't do any work on the. You didn't.
I did do what I was supposed to do. You see, there's more to that. I just didn't get to explain it.
How'd the car get so dirty?
How'd the car?
Yeah.
We had snowstorms in January.
The inside of the car.
The inside of the car. When you push a car in and out of a shop all the time and you're working, you actually dirty it because your hands are dirty.
The inside part?
Yeah, because when you're pushing the car, you have to steer it, and you have the window down, so you have to steer it.
Okay.
After that, you actually clean it.
All right.
Before you give it back.
All right. Right around the corner there. Sign out.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, sir. So come on in here. You get help from the judge on this one. What's your reaction to this whole situation?
I feel great. I mean, I'm disappointed in myself for bringing this to someone like in his caliber, you know. But
how are you getting around?
Oh, I have another car.
You don't take the bus?
No, I try not to.
Over to Harvey.
Okay, in many states, there is something called a Bureau of Automotive Repair. And when you have a dispute with a repair shop, they can mediate these disputes. And what happens is they license these auto repair shops, so the auto repair shops tend to listen to them. And they can possibly resolve this and maybe settle it for you, short of going to court. So check with your Department of Consumer Affairs in your state and see if you have a Bureau of Automotive Repair.